A while back, I made a video about a conspiracy theory surrounding Family Guy compilation channels on YouTube, and I know that sounds goofy, but stick with me. There was a lot of creepy and weird things going on surrounding these channels. They were doing some weird things like cutting in videos of underage children, and that was potentially linking to a Telegram CP ring of a bunch of weirdo losers. But anyway, that eventually stopped. A bunch of those channels are gone now, and the other ones that are still around aren't doing those kind of things anymore. But now there seems to be a new wave of these weird compilation channels popping up. It's like a whack-a-mole machine. You bat one down and another one's gonna pop up, and you gotta keep smacking them down. They just seem to be one of those pests that are never going to go away. But anyways, this new bit of weirdness was brought to my attention by ACAD when they commented on my previous video on this topic and told me all about it. How some channels are seemingly being hacked to post these Family Guy compilations, and on top of that, the thumbnails for these videos are insanely weird, uncanny valley sort of, with their eyeballs being edited to be different colors that are unnatural, and on top of that, some of them are just straight up lewd thumbnails, like Lois Griffin naked, something you would see on a porn site. Not that I've ever seen them, I just know about them. And it seems like you can find all of these videos by searching one phrase, Family Guy New 2023 No Cuts 1080p. So that's where I started my journey down this rabbit hole, and immediately you can see exactly what they were talking about right here with Lois Griffin's shiny robo nipples. That's obviously not in this show. And if you were to click on this channel and scroll through it, you can see exactly the weirdness that I'm talking about. They seem to just be posting only Family Guy compilations. You can see the edited eyeballs that I mentioned previously just make the thumbnails look very odd, maybe more clickable. But if you scroll down a bit, it seems that they're posting all new content. Previously, they were doing maybe some pranks. I don't speak the language. I don't know what's going on. They were doing some IRL content, but then all of a sudden, less than one day ago, they seem to have made this major switch in their content, a complete 180, if you will, to posting Family Guy compilations that are about 4 hours long apiece and clickbaiting baby titties. Now, if it was only that one channel doing this, I would treat them like a major weirdo, but I wouldn't look too much into it. I would treat it like a passing fart, give it the rock eyebrow, and just continue on with my life. But there are an overwhelming amount of these channels doing this. I have a couple pulled up right here. You can just click through them and see. This one used to be a gaming channel. They would post like Minecraft content 8 years ago, GTA content, and now they completely made the switch to posting Family Guy compilation videos that are hours long. Now, the thumbnails on this one don't seem to be edited. They seem to just be taken from the Family Guy show itself. But if you see, there's a major switch in content. They were uploading gaming videos up until 4 weeks ago, until they randomly just decided to post the clip where Peter's dressed up like the January 6th Capitol rioter. And ever since 11 days ago, all of their content has been these Family Guy compilation videos. And now I want to address the most obvious reason for people spam posting these hour-long Family Guy compilations. They do insanely well in the algorithm. They get insane amounts of views. Family Guy has got to be one of the highest viewed genres on YouTube and just all across social media. You'll be scrolling TikTok and see a video of someone doing like Minecraft parkour and then a Family Guy clip right above that. It's so good to use on social media, and people love watching the show. And as of right now, I don't have enough evidence, or really any evidence at all, to support it being otherwise. Because if you go through all of these channels, no matter which channel it is, you can see right here, they were posting like, I think this is PUBG Mobile or some kind of mobile PUBG type game. And then recently, they made the switch to posting Family Guy content. 1 day ago, they started posting it, and they're getting thousands, hundreds of views doing the same thing these other channels are doing. The only weird thing to me that sticks out like a swollen nutsack is that these channels don't change their names, their profile pictures, or their banners to like a Family Guy compilation kind of theme. They just leave it to what it previously was, that's what is raising like the big exclamation points over my head. Because all of these channels are pretty much copy and paste the same exact thing. Even right here, this is to a much less degree, but this channel was posting very normal, different language content. I don't know what language this is, but there's like IRL content, and then all of a sudden 1 month ago, there's this 3 hour long Family Guy compilation video that just blows the analytics out of the water compared to what their videos normally do. And I actually clicked on the video and there's no comments, but there's 1,000 likes, which leads me to a potential another theory that they're view botting and like botting these videos. Potentially. Obviously not all of them, because there is a lot of interaction on most of them, but some of them could very well be view botting and lock botting. It's not something that you should just, shrug off your shoulders. Everything is on the table. Nothing is confirmed. There is no evidence to point to what is happening whatsoever. But if we keep going, there are just more and more examples. There is this one called, whatever that word is, Atai Bakla News, and they spam posting these Family Guy compilation videos that are hours and hours long, and they only started doing this, if you scroll down, about 5-6 days ago, and they were previously 3 months ago posting food videos in like Arabic, I believe is that language. And it looks good. The food looks amazing. I would munch down on this for sure. But that's just the fat American talking in me. What we're talking about right here are these Family Guy compilations. Like, why all of a sudden would a food channel decide to switch to a completely different language and a completely different topic of their videos? Like, why would they do this? And I feel like if the channels were being hacked, they would change the name as well as the thumbnails to make it not seem suspicious. Like what happened in Valkyrie's case, when her channel got hacked and they turned it into like a Tesla page trying to like promote Tesla or do some weird thing with Tesla. Alright, so for those of you visual learners out there, Christmas came early. I'm going to be doing a makeshift whiteboard here on Microsoft Paint, trying to lay everything out so you can explain it and see it from a visual standpoint. So in the middle, there's Family Guy Conspiracy, and these 4 little rings here are going to be all the things that are playing into it right now. First are hacked channels. Second are weird, lewd thumbnails, so we'll just put Lois Goatsy. I apologize for misspelling Goatsy, that's on me. So Lois Goatsy is the placeholder for the weird edited thumbnails that are lewd and just, the edited eyes, all that kind of stuff. The third point would be views/money, because these Family Guy compilations bring in buku bucks. You're going to be swimming in that stuff like Scrooge McDuck. And the fourth one will put potential evil villain. I can't spell. I have the grammar and vocabulary of a second grader. You have to bear with me. Potential evil villain scheme. So just envision there's like a mustache twirling villain with his cat in his lap and he has a bald head. Just, using this kind of stuff for some evil mastermind plan to take over the world. So as of right now, these are the only potential things that could be going on, it seems. The channels are being hacked, Lois Goatsy, or, edited thumbnails to bring people in to make them watch, which also relates to views and more money. That could be a motive. The last one, of course, potential evil villain scheme, and none of these could be true, and it could just be some massive conspiracy that's under our noses, under the surface, that we just can't see. The most likely of these so far doesn't seem to be the hacked channel, so we can X that one out. The most plausible, most reasonable to me, seems to be Lois Goatsy, so, the edited thumbnails, also relating to making views/money, because posting Family Guy compilations on YouTube is pretty much like making your own printing press. You're just going to be infinite money glitch, practically. And then also potential evil villain scheme just seems, not very plausible. So right now, the one we're running with, the most, likely explanation to all this seems to be for views and money, which also ties into clickbait, which is the weird edited thumbnails, and that so far seems to be the most plausible explanation for the Family Guy compilation channel conspiracy. So I just wanted to give you this to help you catch you up to speed if you didn't understand what was going on from my incessant rambling. But now, let's get back to the ramblings of a lunatic. Now, here's a Russian page that's very similar to the last one we looked at. They got the edited thumbnails with like the red eyes, and there's some green eyes. And if you scroll down to a couple days ago, you'll notice that they made the switch, just like the last channel, from posting food videos to posting Family Guy videos 10 days ago. All of these things seem to spawn about 10 days ago on the platform. Like, they all literally just popped up around the same time frame. It's not like this has been ongoing. This is very recent. Now, these thumbnails are way more egregious and heinous than the other ones by far. These first two right here are absolute abominations. Like, I don't know how those are allowed to be on the platform. That one's not that bad, but that one literally has... That is horrible. I don't even think I can show that on the video. I really don't know if I can. I don't even want to describe it. I can't describe it. There are just way more questions than there are answers. I genuinely do not know. It is just baffling me that it's aggravating me that I can't find an answer. I looked through all these channels. I looked through a bunch of the videos, skimming through to see if there was weird stuff like the previous theory, their community tabs. Sorry, their about tabs, none of it pops up a red flag to me. None of it seems odd. The thing that is baffling me the most is that this all happened around the same time period. All of these channels and these videos that are being uploaded like this happened within like 2 weeks ago. It's in the same little time period. See, like right here, they started posting these 2 days ago on this channel called Bobby Oz Gaming Channel. They were just posting like gaming clips, just, you know, YouTuber kind of content. They were getting good views, really good views 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and they kind of stopped. They were posting some videos 2 months ago, and then switched to this little Family Guy, no cuts, 1080p script. And there's seemingly no method to this madness besides you get a lot of views. I feel like Charlie trying to explain who Pepe Sylvia is with that little board connecting the pins, threads, and needle, and I'm not getting anywhere. Pepe Sylvia never existed. All of my threads are just leading to the same thing, that being it gets views. That's what makes the most sense. Like, I don't quite understand it. Once again, here's another channel called Banchin DIY, where they just are now spam posting these Family Guy compilation clips, but previously they were doing DIY videos. But why are they all the same time frame, posting pretty much the same videos in the same format, the same thumbnails, the same titles? Why? Oh my god, I feel insane. It's like the answer's right in front of me, but I can't see it. And another channel that I can't pull up right now for some reason that I found yesterday, and also the comment specifically mentioned, was Cruster, which is another one that just posts exactly the same exact things. But there are some very, very lewd images, thumbnails here. Like, you obviously see the Lois Griffin with her shiny robo laser titties again, but there's also one here that I have no idea how this is allowed on the platform. That is just Lois Griffin with like a flashlight in her butthole, using a flashlight as like a butt plug. And this channel was previously posting these Siren Head type of videos, and until they all of a sudden made the switch about 2 days ago, posting these Family Guy full cut, no clips, 1080p compilations. And here's yet another channel called Merloff, where there's just started out posting about a day ago these Family Guy no-cut compilation videos when they were previously posting fishing videos. Like, none of it makes sense. There are no connections to be made. There's so many similarities, but there's no way to connect them. Like, they're all the same, but there's no way of finding out how they're all the same. I don't get it. Oh my god, ACAD, you're making me go insane. I feel like I should be able to explain it, but I can't find anything. It's not there. Now, all of these weird things are going on. There are countless more examples I could show you. A bunch of them seem to revolve around, like, previously being food channels that decided for some reason to switch to being a Family Guy channel. Like this one right here, they used to post these like Arabic recipe things. They even had like playlists of their food creations, but now they're just called Family Guy 2023, and they changed their logo to a Netflix logo but kept their banner as their food. And what would you guess? They started posting these videos about 2 weeks ago, which seems to be the latest example of this little trend, I guess you could call it. So I can tell you for sure the reason these thumbnails are edited the way they are, to be very lewd and pretty much just straight up cartoon porn, and their eyeballs edited and whatever all that's about. It's definitely just to clickbait you, to make you want to watch the video. That's case solved. I got my magnifying glass out. Batman, you know, you don't even have to call him out. But as for the videos themselves, the titles could just be because they're trendy. They, you know, easiest to like pop into the recommended feed, the search term feed, maybe get suggested easier with a lot of keywords. But as for like the spam posting, the best thing I can come up with is they're just good for views. They're better than just making actual content. You can just take other people's content, that being Family Guy, spam post it, and get a lot of views. Because Family Guy compilations and Family Guy reaction videos, all that kind of stuff, you gotta admit, they get a lot of views. They do. They are absolute content powerhouses. People make full livings off of being Family Guy reaction / compilation channels, so it would make sense that people would do this. And I hate to end a video like this, but there are no concrete facts. It's not like the previous conspiracy theory when they left like a little breadcrumb trail and a paper trail to what they were doing. There is none of that here. There's nothing to go on besides the weirdness that we can all see. And that makes me go even more crazy, because it feels like there's something deeper, but I can't get under the surface to see it. Honestly, I may have to call up Scooby and the gang, and maybe they can crack this case, because this is way above my expertise. I have to admit defeat. Family Guy compilation channels, no cut 1080p 2023. You've bested me. You beat me. I'm defeated. I'm just gonna cross my arms and pout. You win. I concede. I wave the white flag.